What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to the channel and another Street Fighter Duel video. It's Monday morning. It's the worst day of the week, but I figured, you know what? Let's drop a banger today, and I'm going to explain to you guys one of the most important stats in the game, how it works, and why you want to focus on it, especially in a PvP setting and anytime you face anyone who is abundant on the stat, okay? And that stat is going to be speed. If you played any gacha games that has any form of PvP, or that is an idle gacha or any type of RPG gacha, you know that speed usually equals a win. And what I mean by that is the faster you are, the faster your units are, the more you dish out DPS, the more you have an advantage on pulling out your super first. And in this game specifically, you have a better chance of pulling off your combo before your opponent, and auto works faster. Now this really pertains to PvP, because PvP is all based on auto. So the faster your speed is, the more damage you're going to dish out and the more advantage you have over your opponent. So it's extremely important, guys, to make sure you set up the proper teams and you put speed first before anything else. Now obviously the wallet is the #1 stat. If you have more than enough power than somebody else, no matter how much speed you have in this game, you're most likely going to lose. But there's a lot of people who will face other folks who are free to play, or pay to win will play pay to win, and this game is very easily matched up to that. So I want to focus on speed and how it works, and what you want to look for and how you want to set up your team, especially in a PvP setting. Alright, so what is speed? If you have not seen my stats video yet, go back and take a look. As a matter of fact, I go through every single stat to explain to you guys how each one of those work. Now the way to see where your speed stat is you want to go to promote of any character. You'll click on either, you can see it here as a forward stat, or you can click on here and you can see speed here, and it's explained what it does. Affects the order of normal attacks, right? So it means how quick you go in comparison to your opponent, and the order in which supers and combos are used in auto mode, specifically auto mode. And again, PvP is set in all auto. The side that makes the first normal attack, which is what this affects, has their super combo gauge increased by 300 instantly, giving you the instant advantage to pull off your special, especially if your speed's faster. Auto will click that special faster for you, and you can pull off your combo before your opponent, usually giving you a massive advantage over them. Now, who are the speediest characters in the game? Most of the time, those characters are going to be your assassin type characters, right? So we're going to look at the Chun-Li's. So we go to your filter here, click on agility. Tech works as well too. There's a lot of tech characters that are fast, and mostly the assassins. The assassin classes are the fastest classes in the game. These are going to be your go-to guys for damage dealing and quickness. But there's one special unit that trumps them all, and he's not an assassin, and he's actually a balanced character, and that is going to be Zangief. Pretty much any PvP team, you want him there. Okay, and the reason why Zangief is so popular amongst PvP teams is because his skill set is based around speed, damage reduction, interrupting, and he's an absolute crazy person in the arena mode. Okay, so I'm gonna go through his kit with you real quick. This is not a showcase for him in any means. I'll cover him more thoroughly later, but I want to show you why he's so important. Okay, specifically for the speed perspective. Okay, so his super here, first off, when you pull this off, you actually end up getting speed for 20% more speed for 8 seconds once the skill is initiated, and that actually increases to 12 seconds and increases the speed of other teammates by 10% when you hit level 3. So right away, his Wind Wolf Assault will increase your speed. So even if you're slower from the get-go, because your opponent has a faster lineup than you, you can increase that speed by using this special first. Okay, so that will give you an advantage. It all depends if you want to use them first based on who you're fighting. You can see your opponent's lineup before you fight them, so take a look at that. All right. Now this one here doesn't actually increase speed, but it does increase the amount of damage his bleed does. So really not speed related, but it's used mainly to stop healing, which is what grave injury does, right? And also the bleed does stack up, so it's not bad, especially for PvP, especially if someone has Elena or Rose or Fashion Sakura. This is a great way to stop the healing from going through. Now his passive here actually gives him damage reduction, right? So every point of speed you have, he gets damage reduction, but it also increases his speed by 10% at the start of the battle. So this is extremely important to note, that his Wild Nature passive does 10 at level 2, but if you look at level 4, it increases the speed at the beginning of battle by 50, putting him at 179 as the fastest unit in the game. Okay, and then his skill 2 Doesn't require speed, but what it does is it does a stun and gives him super armor. Super armor means he can't be knocked down. So this is a great skill too, especially in PvP and PvE, because you interrupt people's combos based on your timing. All right, PvP is a little more RNG, obviously, because you're not controlling it. It's based on RNG and auto, but it's still a great way to interrupt and a good way to vacuum people in for another special combo 3 to go through. So keep in mind, guys, this character here is what you want put into the front lineup of your team. If it's with Bison or Ken, it doesn't matter. You still want him there because he'll boost your team speed up. Now, the way PvP works, guys, in terms of speed, or this entire game for speed, is it takes your total speed of your team, and that's the team that will go first. So I'm going to show you an example here, okay? I'm going to show you a character that's slower than me and a character that's or a team that's faster than me, okay? So this is my team here. I'm going to go to my battle reports. So 7 is a user on my server, and unfortunately I farm him quite a bit because he's always either second or first place, just again because Salty's not playing that much. But we're gonna go ahead and look at the actual replay. Okay, now I'm gonna go to ×1 to show you guys. The team is almost exactly the same. The only difference is Elena versus Fashion Sakura. Now Fashion Sakura is actually faster than Elena. Now watch this, watch who goes first. There you go. See, his speed was faster than mine, so he pulled off his combo first. Now his auto was going to be faster than mine as well. I'm going to say this right now. If my team didn't have as much power as it does, he would actually would have won this fight because he went first. So that's how important it is, guys, to have speed. As you can see here, his combo is going before mine again, right? So speed matters. Having B Zangief there makes a massive difference. If he didn't have B Zangief here, this would have been over in a second. But because he had faster speed, he was able to survive much longer, and he was able to pull off 2 combos before I was able to get one of mine off, right? So speed is extremely important. Now the difference between Elena and Fashion Sakura could have simply been the fighting soul that the person has equipped. All right, so that's an example right there of how important it is to have faster speed. Even with less power, he survived longer, right? Now let's look at somebody who has slower speed than me. So here we go. He does not have Beast Zangief on there, so watch my attack first now, okay? And you're gonna see the speed down here. You can see the whole speed down here on the icons right there, okay? So that was an assist move right there. That was also a combo, but there you go. First attack right there. So those 2 assists that he just pulled off, they don't count as first attack. Mine does though. See, I've already finished off my combo, and I'm already on my I was almost on my second one already. So that is how you want to run your team. So guys, it's imperative that you use speed to your advantage in every case. Now a lot of people are complaining when they fight B Zangief in PvE mode. If you come upon B Zangief in PvE mode, guys, like this one here for example, you want to also put your B Zangief in the lineup. The reason why that's important is because your equipment and your FS, so your fighting spirit, will actually be considered in your stats, while up here it doesn't. So I just want to really show you guys real quick 2 B Zangiefs in the same lineup, okay? Now this, I'm going to lose here instantly because this is a crazy difference in power. But look who goes first right there. See, you guys saw me going first, right? And this is on auto. I'm not touching it. So because your B Zangief will have the fighting spirit advantage, you'll instantly have the speed advantage over the opponent in PvE. So if you see 1 or 2 B Zangiefs, if you see 2, sometimes you will lose because they accumulate both of their speeds. So just reset and go back and forth, and you might get the advantage eventually. But this is this is like 435 versus 366 or something, right? So they're gonna win this fight no matter what. I'm actually hard blocked here for a little while at 3740, but I just wanted to show you guys the difference between having lower speed and faster speed. Even in PvE, if you're struggling and your lineup doesn't include him, toss him in there just to get the first combo off, and then most likely you will win. So he's a critical component of any team. Other really notable characters are Chun-Li, Fashion Sakura. Again, anyone who has the agility and the assassin are usually really fast characters. Okay, and again, you can look at people's speed by clicking on their portrait, go to promote, and you can see the speed here. Look, 143, right? If you look at it compared to someone like, let's just say Bison. Let's go back here. Or, again's pretty fast too, actually, I think. 135. See, a little slower. But you can see Chun-Li's much faster, obviously, right? She's got 143. And again, keep in mind, this does make a difference. If you change this to for example, Fast Chant, this does give you 13 speed at 4 stars. It'll be lower at 1 star, obviously, but it does give you an advantage. So if you want a full team of quick people, change them all to the fast chance soul. Now keep in mind, if you do that, the actual skill itself, the trait, only will apply to one character. So none of these will work, but you will get the stats. All right. So again, guys, speed is king. Don't forget, it is extremely important. It will be the differentiating factor for your wins in PvP, especially. So focus on speedy builds. And then, guys, I'm going to be making team videos as well too. So how to build proper teams. So look out for that on all content. But I just want to cover this stat specifically because of how much of a critical role it has in PvP and PvE. All right, guys, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thank you for all the support and love, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.